Hello friends, welcome to Practical Knowledge Hub and let's talk about the another one that is large class. So so over here we can see that this order class is having this order ID, customer name, customer address, customer email ID and customer phone number and some product information, product name, product quantity, product price and total amount and the payment method and its getter setter, and over here we are processing the payment, how this is gonna process the payment. So it's a very long class bloater, and how we can reduce it. So we can see that this particular information is belonging to the customer, correct? So what we can do, we can create a package, name is model, and over here we are gonna create a class that will say my customer, or customer class. Okay, and inside this particular class we are gonna cut these properties and paste it over here, and whatever the getter setter we are having, that will also belong to this class. These are the getters, and let's move the setter. Okay, so now what we can do, we can simply say that now we are having the private customer customer, and we can see that this particular information is also related to the products. Yes, so what we can do, we can also create one more class that will name product, and in the product class we can have these properties. So we can cut these getter setter and paste it in the product class, and this particular feature is also available in the product class, because we are going to calculate the price of this particular product by the multiplier of product price and product quantity. And if we are gonna see, so now we can add over here private product, and if we need it we can say that. So we can create the getter setter of these. Okay, so now we can see that these getter setter are created. So what we can do over here, so over here we created the customer class and product class, and we see now over here we are having the payment method, and as well as this process payment method as well. So what we can do, we can create one more class that will be name as process payment, and inside this class what we are going to do, we will have this method process payment, and this particular method will have the order class object, and we will process the order, we will process the payment of this particular order. So how we can minimize the code, and now we don't need this particular thing because now we are having the separate class. This is how we can minimize the long class with the help of encapsulation, and we can create multiple classes, and we can pass the object of these newly created classes into the previous class. So this is how we can minimize the long class bloater code smell. And let's commit this. So create a branch, get, add src, get commit -n, reduce the long class bloater code smell, get push origin and pushed. And so let's discuss about the another bloater code smell, that is data clump. So what is data clump? So let's understand this data clump with the help of one example. So over here we are having a student class. So student class is having the name, address and phone number, and we are having the constructor where we are having the name, address and phone number, and the getter of these particular variables data. And then we are having this teacher class is also having the same property, name, address, phone number, and again we are having the getter property of these function, and same we are creating the teacher class object. So we can see that these are the data clumps that is available in the two classes. We can minimize these. How we can minimize? We can create one more class, and then we are going to extend that class into the student class and teacher class. That class will have these properties, and this is how we are going to minimize this. So let's see this by an example. So we are going to create a package model, and we are going to create a class contact info, and in the contact info we are going to have this information, and we need to create a constructor as these are the private. Okay, so now what we can do, we can go to this student class, and in the student class we are gonna say extend contact info, and in this particular class we are gonna say super name, address and phone number, and then we can easily remove this information. And same we can do here in the teacher as well. Extend contact info, we can remove these, can remove this, and over here we will say super name, address, phone number. And if you want, you can do one more thing over here, create the member function of these only getter. So now let's create one more class, the school class. we created the school class, and we created the main method. And in the main method, if we are going to create the student class object, student is equal to new student. So we need to pass the name that we are passing. Subham, address New Delhi, phone number is this, and we will say a student dot. So now we are having the property as well. And if the same thing will happen if we are going to create the teacher class. Test New Delhi, and phone number is this. And again we are going to use the teacher. We can find the teacher address, phone number, and everything. So let's commit this. New branch, data, clumps, code, smell, fix, get, src, get, add, src, get, commit, minus m, remove the data, clumps, bloater, code smell, get, branch, get, push, origin. So over here we discuss about how we can fix the bloater code SML for long method, long parameter list, large classes, and data clumps. So here we are having the another type of code SML that is known as dispensable code SML. So what are the this dispensable code smell? So these are the code smell that are not necessary functioning code. Means if we are having any duplicate code, unused variable, unused parameter, unused import, or any commented code, so we should remove it. We need to find out the code that is not used. We need to remove it. If there is a duplicate code, we can minimize it by having some function. We can call that function, we can create some utility class, and that we can place that code in a utility class, and from the utility class we can call that function, and whatever the unused parameter we are having in a class or method, we can remove it, and whatever the unnecessary imports we are having, we can also remove it. Thank you guys. If you are liking my videos, so please subscribe the channel and like the videos. Thank you.